It's John chapter 19, verse 28 to 30. Jesus knew that his mission was now finished. And to fulfill scripture, he said, I'm thirsty. A jar of sour wine was sitting there, so they soaked a sponge in it, put it on a hyssop branch, and held it up to his lips. When Jesus tasted it, he said, it is finished. Then he bowed his head and gave up his spirit. You know, both those, when Jesus said he knew that his mission was finished, and then after drinking the wine, he said, it's finished. The Greek word is tetelestai. And when you translate that, it means it has been accomplished. Strong's Concordance, when you read it, it says, the definition of it is to bring it to an end, to fulfill it, or to be complete. Jesus was talking about his mission was complete. Everything he was supposed to do was complete. So what was he supposed to do? And we focus on the bad stuff on Good Friday, the crucifixion, and that's bad. But it's a glorious, great thing that was finished. God's plan to reunite us with our daddy, to erase our failure, to make us good enough to be friends of God. The plan God had from the beginning was complete. We didn't have to do any more sacrifices. We didn't have to go to another high priest who then go behind the curtain and approach God, then come back out and tell us, whether God loved us or not. It was finished. Jesus loved us, and God loved us enough to make a plan to bring us back into his family. I mentioned yesterday, we still need the cross. If you didn't see that, no big deal, but we do. We need the cross because we're sinning all the time. But the plan was done where it's finished. All we have to do is approach Jesus because he's already finished his plan. He's already finished the plan God put out to bring us back to him. Romans 5:8 said, but God showed his great love for us by sending Christ to die for us while we were still sinners. While I was still a sinner, while I was still not believing in God, while I was still telling people that God didn't exist, Jesus died for me. While I was still telling people Jesus didn't exist, he was being nailed to this cross to erase my mistakes. While I was still running from God and not wanting to have anything to do with him, he finished the plan to make me whole. To make me good enough to approach God and ask him to let me into his family. For me to approach God and say, your son is my Savior. This cross saved me from me. Right after that last scripture, Romans 5:8, 5:11. Romans 5:11 says, so now we can rejoice in our wonderful new relationship with God because our Lord Jesus Christ has made us friends of God. So we can rejoice in it. We have a relationship with God. We have an open relationship. We can go to him. We don't need anybody else to go to him. You don't need me to go to God for you and ask forgiveness. You don't need me to go to God for you and ask for healing. You don't need me to go to God or the Pope to go to God for you and ask for protection. You don't need your pastor to go to God for you. You can go directly to God, have a relationship, have a conversation with him. Because the plan was finished on a tree. Tetelestai, it is accomplished. It's finished. It's already done. If you happen to be watching this and you don't know Christ, it's already done. He's already paid for your mistakes. He's already erased them. All you have to do is go to him and accept his sacrifice, accept his love. Really, that's all it boils down to. All we have to do is say, yes, God. Yes, I will accept your love. And love him back. I get in arguments or debates with people all the time about what do I have to do to be good enough. There's nothing I can do to be good enough. What Jesus did makes me good enough. I don't have to earn my way to heaven. Good deeds and good actions and being a good Christian and reaching out and loving our neighbor, we do that not to earn God's favor, not to earn God's love, but to show our gratitude and help other people understand what God's love is all about. It's Good Friday. We shroud the altars. We walk around in silence after a Good Friday service normally when you have it during Holy Week. It's a solemn thing. It's serious. But it's a joyous, happy day. It's Good Friday because it's a great, wonderful thing that God did for us. So today, focus on that. While we're leading in Easter Sunday, yes, it was horrible, it was painful. He did it willingly to finish the plan. Tetelestai. It is finished.